Few of us will ever know what it's like to represent our country in an Olympic Games, much less win a gold medal. But Brandi Chastain did exactly that twice with the U.S. women's soccer team. Brandi, welcome to the Sami Cone Show.
Thank you, Sami. It's good to see you. And happy Olympics.
Happy Olympics is right. I mean, before we start, can you just take us inside the mind of an Olympian? I mean, I don't think we'll ever know what it's like to be walking on that field, playing on that field. What are some of the highs and lows that kind of come to your mind as the Olympics are upon us?
Well, that's a big question, but I think everybody's intention is to win, right?
Right.
You know, the spirit of the Olympic Games is about stronger, higher, faster on the day. And so the preparation that goes into a big overall career is monumental, but to be ready for the day is really specific and really intense.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about that. The 2021 now Tokyo Games, right, have been delayed a year. What have you heard from some of the athletes that are getting ready to compete this year? What did that year do to them?
Well, I think for some of them, obviously, it delayed things in a good way. Maybe they were not at their peak or not maybe ready to compete. And then there's others who, you know, like me, as I matriculated through my career with the national team, you know, you get 1 year older. So for everybody, it's a little bit of a different challenge.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I mean, you're a mom as well. You're a grandma, which is hard to believe. You've got a beautiful family. What have you taught your kids, or what do they ask about? And what lessons have you been able to pass on now, I mean, 20 plus years after the fact?
Well, I have an older son, like you said, with I have two granddaughters that are very young, so nothing quite yet with them. But with my younger son, you know, I think he feels a little bit of the pressure of the items behind me. Oh, sorry, it's over the shoulder. You know, the Olympic gold medals and the World Cup championships. But, you know, for me, it's about falling down. It's about getting back up. It's about being resilient. It's, you know, finding your personal self best and then bringing that every time when possible.
Yeah, I really appreciate you saying that. And I think you've done such an impeccable job of transcending your sport, and you continue to speak into not only female athletes, but really advocate for athletes' equality in sport. What do you think is still holding us back when it comes to that, and where can we get better?
You know, honestly, I think it's about decision makers. You know, when the decision makers look like us, they have a tendency to act towards us. And so what I love seeing in business right now is that there are a lot more women who have decision-making power. And so, you know, I guess the call to action is that everybody has a place at the table. We all know that's not a question anymore. It's about making decisions that will change the paradigm. And that's hard to do. But I think, you know, to be a woman in a high-level position, you've already taken risks. So for me, I see us as not a risk, but us as the deepest, richest, most amazing well of talent out there. So it would be easy to vote for women or to place women in the forefront.
Yeah, I just so appreciate your perspective, and like you said, how you continue to stay active even though you're not on the field per se anymore. But I know you are a fan of sport. What are you most looking forward to with these summer games that are coming up?
Honestly, I just to hear that Olympic music, it like right in my core just starts me getting all excited, you know. It's great to watch sports we don't have a chance to watch on the regular. Yes. Everybody loves track and field, swimming, gymnastics. You know, obviously I'm partial to soccer, but there's something about, there's something so incredibly special about what the Olympic Games brings to the world. Yeah. This global connection, you know, whether we believe in the same religion or we, you know, look the same on the outside, something about that humanity to the Olympics I absolutely love. Yeah. And, you know, the despair that comes with not winning is difficult, but the triumph that comes with winning is amazing. And we have to experience all of those things as people. Yeah. And that way we can all have, I think, better compassion and empathy for people.
So well said. Brandi, before I let you go, I know you've got a couple causes and projects that are near and dear to your heart. Can you take just a couple seconds to tell us about those?
Yes, absolutely. So I 16 years ago, began a wonderful nonprofit called the Bay Area Women's Sports Initiative, which brings collegiate female student athletes to the playground for underserved young girls. And the acronym is called BOSSY, so we are Bossy Girls. And we are hoping to encourage young girls to look beyond and see beyond the 4-block radius that they live in. And whether the hiccups are social, economic, geographical, they belong on the playing fields, in the classrooms, in business, on collegiate campuses, and we want to give them that perspective. Also, I'm now starting, transitioning from being an athlete to being in business. I work with a company called City Cheers. We have a consumer-facing mobile app on your phone where owners and restaurant group operators can connect with their patrons in every city across America through the point of sale. And we hope that we will be the next way that you go out to drink and to eat and use our contactless pay solution. So check us out, citycheers.com.
We will point people to those. Brandi, thank you for being with us. We'll make sure to be cheering along with you at this year's Olympics.
Yeah, let's go, USA.
USA. Thanks, Brandi.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Bye, Sami.